A new line is being drawn on the world map, not a border, but a channel of water. This isn't just a mark on paper, it's a bold stroke that could reshape the very flow of commerce and power across continents. For centuries, the world's geography has dictated the movement of goods, but now, human ambition is redrawing those lines. This channel could shift global power more than any treaty or conflict. It's a new artery in the body of global trade, one that could redirect the lifeblood of economies and alter the balance of influence between nations. China has broken ground on a $50 billion mega canal, a man-made river slicing through Southeast Asia. This is not just an engineering feat, but a statement of intent, a demonstration of China's capacity to shape the world's future with concrete, steel, and vision. This is more than infrastructure, it's Beijing's declaration that the 21st century's trade routes will be written in its own hand. The canal is a symbol of ambition, a sign that China is ready to lead, not just follow, in the global economy. For decades, the world has relied on choke points like the Panama and Suez Canals, narrow passages that have shaped the fate of empires and the price of goods. These strategic corridors have been the gatekeepers of global trade, vulnerable to disruption and control. Now, a new artery is being forged, promising to reroute goods, capital, and influence. This canal could open up fresh possibilities for trade, bypassing old bottlenecks and creating new centers of economic gravity. The flow of goods is the lifeblood of our globalized world, affecting everything from your phone to your food. Every product on a shelf, every device in your hand, is part of a vast network that this canal could transform, making supply chains faster, cheaper, and more reliable. For a century, the US has quietly guaranteed this flow through its influence over key maritime passages. American power has kept sea lanes open, ensuring stability and predictability for global commerce. China's canal project is a direct challenge to that order. It signals a shift in who controls the world's most important trade routes and who sets the rules for the movement of goods. The isthmus of Kra Canal will cut across Thailand, creating a shortcut between the Indian and Pacific Oceans. This new passage could reduce shipping times by days, saving billions in costs and reshaping the map of global logistics. This could redefine shipping logistics, reroute trillions in trade, and alter military calculations for decades. The ripple effects will be felt in boardrooms, ports, and even in the strategies of global powers. For shipping companies, it means saving millions in fuel and time. Faster routes mean lower costs, more competitive pricing, and new opportunities for growth in a fiercely competitive industry. For Asia, it could spark a new era of regional growth, centered on Beijing. The canal could turn China and its neighbors into the beating heart of global commerce, attracting investment, jobs, and innovation. But for the US and its allies, it raises tough questions about power and security. Who will control the new choke points? How will alliances shift? The answers could reshape the world order. The Dragon's Waterway is here, and it will change everything. It's not just a new route, it's a new era, with new winners and new risks. The world is about to witness a new game changer in global trade. As ships set sail on this bold new path, the currents of history are shifting before our eyes. The Kra Canal is staggering in both its scale and ambition. Stretching across the narrowest part of southern Thailand, this colossal project aims to reshape the very geography of global trade. The vision is nothing short of transformative, an artificial waterway that could rival the world's most iconic canals. China, in partnership with Thai investors, has pledged a jaw-dropping $50 billion to carve this new maritime shortcut. Their goal? To bypass the notoriously congested Strait of Malacca, a critical choke point for international shipping. This investment is not just about money, it's about influence, security, and the future of Asian commerce. By slicing through the Thai isthmus, the Kra Canal will save ships several days of travel time, slashing costs and boosting efficiency. It's a cornerstone of China's ambitious Belt and Road Initiative, designed to strengthen trade links and project economic power across continents. Currently, over 80% of China's vital oil imports are funneled through the Malacca Strait, a narrow passage that Beijing has long considered a strategic vulnerability, famously dubbed the Malacca Dilemma. Any disruption here could cripple China's energy supply and economy. The Kra Canal is China's bold answer, a strategic insurance policy and a potential commercial powerhouse. It promises to provide a safer, faster and more reliable route for global shipping, reducing dependence on a single choke point. Once completed, the Kra Canal will compete directly with the legendary Panama and Suez Canals, challenging their dominance in global shipping and potentially redrawing the map of international trade routes. The December 2025 announcement of the project's approval sent shockwaves through the shipping industry and governments worldwide, sparking debates about its economic and geopolitical implications. Backed by China's immense financial resources and unwavering political will, a dream that has lingered for centuries is finally taking shape. Modern engineering and international cooperation are turning what was once a fantasy into a tangible reality. Now, as the first excavators break ground in Thailand, the world is watching closely. This project is set to redraw the map of global trade, ushering in a new era of connectivity, competition, and opportunity for nations far beyond Southeast Asia. To grasp the Kra Canal's significance, look to history. Man-made waterways have always been tools of empire and commerce. The Suez and Panama Canals revolutionized global trade, proving that geography can be reshaped by human ambition. Control over these choke points has triggered wars and shaped economies. China has studied this history well. The current system, built by Western powers, leaves China dependent on routes it doesn't control. The Kra Canal is Beijing's bid to build a 21st-century Suez, or Panama, a project to serve its strategic interests and boost its economy. It's about more than engineering, it's about power. The nation that builds the canal often reaps the greatest rewards. China wants to be that nation now. The stakes could not be higher. The Kra Canal will stretch 135 kilometers from the Gulf of Thailand to the Andaman Sea, longer than Panama, through far tougher terrain. Billions of cubic meters of earth will be moved, with tens of thousands of workers mobilized. The canal's width and depth will allow two-way traffic for the world's largest ships, including supertankers. The initial $50 billion cost could rise to $75 billion. Chinese state enterprises and Thai partners are leading the investment. The goal: open by 2035. Massive deep-sea ports, economic zones, and logistics hubs will transform southern Thailand into a new commercial epicenter. This is more than a shortcut, it's an entire economic corridor. China is future-proofing its trade dominance. When you compare the Kra Canal to the legendary Panama Canal, the differences are immediately striking. Both are ambitious engineering feats, but they serve very different purposes and face unique challenges. The Panama Canal, completed over a century ago, revolutionized global trade by connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Now, the proposed Kra Canal in Thailand aims to do something similar for Asia, but on an even grander scale. Panama's lock-based system, while ingenious, imposes strict limits on the size of ships that can pass through. Even after its recent expansion, the canal still can't accommodate the world's largest vessels, known as ultra-large container ships. This means some of the biggest ships must take longer, more expensive routes. In contrast, the Kra Canal is envisioned as a sea-level passage, eliminating the need for locks entirely. This design would allow the largest ships on the planet to pass through quickly and efficiently, reducing wait times and congestion. It could become a new superhighway for maritime trade. While the Panama Canal currently handles about 5% of all global maritime trade, the Kra Canal is targeting the critical Pacific Indian Ocean route. This corridor is responsible for nearly a third of the world's shipping traffic, making it one of the busiest and most important trade arteries on the planet. Financial projections are staggering. Experts estimate that the Kra Canal could generate between $5 and $7 billion in annual toll revenues, potentially transforming Thailand's economy and shifting the balance of power in global shipping. For shipping companies, the canal could mean huge savings. By providing a shortcut between Japan and India, the Kra Canal could shave up to 72 hours off each voyage. That's 3 full days, time that translates directly into lower costs and faster deliveries. However, the Kra Canal remains untested. There are significant political hurdles, with regional powers debating its impact, and environmentalists warning of potential damage to Thailand's rich ecosystems. The risks are real, and the future is uncertain. Ultimately, the contest between these two canals isn't just about size or speed. It's a race to see if a bold new project can outpace a century-old icon and reshape the future of global trade. China, often called the Dragon, is betting big on the Kra Canal, believing that bigger, faster, and more direct shipping routes will give it a decisive edge in international commerce. Around the world, shipping industry leaders, governments, and investors are watching closely. The outcome could redefine global trade routes for decades to come. The stakes have never been higher. The Kra Canal is a geopolitical masterstroke. By controlling a new maritime artery, China shifts the Indo-Pacific balance. The US Navy's dominance relied on choke points like Malacca. The canal gives China's navy a rapid shortcut between the South China Sea and Indian Ocean. Southeast Asian nations see economic opportunity, but Singapore and Malaysia face threats to their port economies. For the US and its allies, the canal is a strategic headache, forcing new defense calculations. Thailand stands to gain, but its partnership with China may strain regional ties. The canal could divide ASEAN, pulling some nations closer to Beijing and others toward Washington. The full geopolitical consequences are only beginning to unfold. The Kra Canal will create new winners and losers. China secures cheaper, safer trade routes and profits for its state enterprises. Thailand expects a boom in jobs, investment, and global status, but Singapore and Malaysia could lose up to 30% of their shipping traffic, threatening their economies. The shipping industry must adapt to new routes and realities. European consumers may see lower prices. Japanese and Korean manufacturers will benefit from faster supply chains. Old advantages will fade as new economic corridors emerge. One canal can change fortunes and rewrite the global map. Experts are divided on the Kra Canal's impact. Dr. Arjun Singh, a maritime strategist, warns it gives China's navy unprecedented access to the Indian Ocean, altering the region's strategic geometry. Economists like Li Wei see shared prosperity, lower costs, reduced emissions, and stronger global logistics. Shipping executives are pragmatic. If the canal is faster and reliable, they'll use it. But political stability is crucial. Environmental groups warn of massive risks to marine ecosystems and local communities. The promise of jobs is alluring, but the environmental cost could be severe. Calls for transparent impact assessments are growing louder. The true cost of the canal isn't just financial, it's social and environmental. The world must weigh the benefits against the risks. The debate is far from over. The Kra Canal marks a profound transformation in global trade. It's a symbol of China's ambition to rewrite the rules and shift power eastward. The project forces tough questions. Will it spark cooperation or rivalry? Can old powers adapt, or will they be left behind? The ripples will reshape alliances, redraw economic maps, and redefine maritime power. The geography of power is never static. The Kra Canal story is our story, a tale of ambition, competition, and the relentless drive to overcome barriers. The future of global trade is being built today. Are we ready for the world it will create?